Hello friends, welcome to another PowerFactory DIgSILENT tutorial. And in this tutorial, we will be learning about contingency analysis. Contingency is the failure or loss of significant part of the power system that corresponds to the failure events or conditions such as the fault in generators, transmission lines, and transformers. Firstly, let us open an example of DIgSILENT to explain contingency analysis on that. You can work on any examples, and I am going to work on 39 bus system. We should define a new study case as contingency analysis. From the study case, select New and Study Case, and name it as Contingency Analysis, and click OK. Activate it, then add the existing grid. You can access to the contingency analysis from calculation or from the chain toolbox. Select contingency analysis, then you can access to all the toolbar of contingency analysis from here. In order to define a contingency or generate a standard fault cases for our network system, click on contingency definition. In the creation of contingencies, there are two options as generate fault case for library and generate contingency cases for analysis. When we select generate fault cases for library, there will be created fault cases in the library, then we can use them for our contingency analysis. When selecting generate contingency cases for analysis and execute it, that will immediately do contingency analysis. As a default, we put it on generate fault cases for library to restore our contingency in the library. The other part which is defined here is outage level that contains a standard method to perform a single, double, or multiple contingency analysis simulation. As a default, put it on single cases. When a system is a single contingent or N-1 secure, means that the network system can continue to operate within nominal limits. If one element fails or getting out of service, and engineers are responsible for the transmission portion of the electric grid. So make sure that your system should have at least single contingent. However, a network system can also be double contingent or N-2 cases for more safety and reliability. But this method is expensive and more difficult to do that. In the network component parts, we can create cases for whole system or selection. If we put it on selection, we can select a portion of our network system. For example, if we select this part of our system, right-click from Define, select Generate Set. All the elements that we selected restore to a general set, and this general set can also be accessible in the study case. In contingency definition, from selection part, click on Select. You will see the general set that we selected. Click here, then select Contains. You will see all the elements that we selected in the network system. So like this way, we can do contingency analysis on a portion of our system. If we create cases for a whole system, the contingency will be created for whole network system. From here, you can also define fault cases for certain elements. Let us select only line and cables. Then it is time to execute it. If you look at the output, you will notice that different contingencies are created. We can also access to these fault cases by clicking on Show Fault Cases icon. From the fault cases, you see all the fault cases for all transmission lines of our network system, which are 34 objects. If you want to work on fault groups, from the New Object icon, create a fault group. Then click on Add Cases, and from here you can select a certain fault cases that you are going to work on. Now let us set up calculation method for our contingency analysis. Click on Contingency Analysis icon, and a contingent analysis will pop up. There are three calculation methods. The first is a calculation using a fault AC load flow. The second is DC load flow calculation, which calculates active power but uses nominal voltage. The third one is the calculation for both DC and AC load flow. And this calculation method, like the first one, is useful for large network system that contains large number of contingencies. No need to change any parameters in the load flow. In this part, limits can be set to manage the amount of data. In contingency, click on Add Cases Groups button. Let us add the fault cases. Click OK. Now the analysis can be run. If you look at the grid graphic that has been colored according to the high and low voltage and loading, the elements in the network system that carry in color according to the highest loading or largest voltage violation take all contingencies into account and consider the best cases for them. The report contingency analysis result can be accessed by clicking on this icon. There is a range of different reports. Here we want to select only the maximum loading and execute it. You will see all the contingency analysis reports for maximum loading. That is all for this tutorial. I hope it was easy to follow and helpful. If you liked the video, please don't forget to subscribe.